For some, the 20th anniversary of Kennedy's death is a time to reflect on what would have happened had he been elected president. No one, of course, will ever know, but there are those who still dream of an era marked by sacrifice, change, and compassion.
I remember my mother and we used to pray at night, say, we hope that John Kennedy will be the best president ever and that Robert Kennedy would be the best attorney general ever. And I think they were right. And I think there was always a sense that what you do was important and worthwhile and make this every moment count.
Kathleen Kennedy Townsend, the eldest of Robert and Ethel's 11 children, was 11 years old when her father was Attorney General. The impact of RFK's accomplishments, indeed many of his ideals, are kept alive through the writings of scholars and historians. Most notable is Arthur Schlesinger.
20 years ago this month, many of us were working our heads and hearts out to make Robert Kennedy President of the United States.
Schlesinger and Townsend were keynote speakers at a Los Angeles reunion organized by Paul Schrade this spring for family, friends, and followers of RFK.
I want to thank you for all that you gave to my father 20 years ago. You gave him hard work, long hours, dedication, and commitment.
The reunion was a who's who of 1960s politics and journalism. It was a rare meeting of people touched by Kennedy.
He cared so deeply about people, not only farm workers, but blacks and all those who were in deep trouble, you know, in terms of poverty and hopelessness and so forth. And that made him different.
For some, the reunion was a sad reminder of the past. Former Olympic athlete Rayford Johnson witnessed Kennedy's assassination. 20 years later, it's still too difficult for him to discuss. But away from the crowds in the reunion, others did share private memories about the man they believed would be president. Former political advisor Dick Tuck.
It was a high point in this country's life, and I think that we should all look back and, you know, with some pride, and that the human spirit did evoke such good things as it did then.
This is a generous and compassionate country. That's what I want this country to stand for. Not violence, not lawlessness, not disorder, but compassion and love and peace.
He was attractive to me because he allowed himself to feel and to act on those feelings. And that is what I think we need in the moral tone of a leader.
Actress Shirley MacLaine was a Kennedy delegate in 1968. She was one of the celebrities Kennedy counted on for Hollywood clout.
He talked about people, other people in trouble, and how he wanted to change that.
We got to get this stopped. It's going to get out of hand completely.
I agree. I think that we just have to make sure that people have jobs. I think we have to move away from welfare.
It leaves a sense of commitment, a sense of action that one person can make a difference.
Journalist Ed Guthman was one of Kennedy's advisors.
I believe he could have been president. It would have made a difference if he had been elected in 1968. No question. It would have ended the Vietnam War much sooner.
30 or 35,000 Americans would not have died, and millions of Asians, Vietnamese, Cambodians would not have died.
We would have been